I think that scale is important. You know, if you look at countries that you'd consider to be leading examples of innovation-driven countries that have a strategy and some coherent set of policies and infrastructure, you'd be looking at Finland, which some people consider to be the most competitive country in the world, but which, regardless of whether it's first or fifth or third, has an incredible ecosystem for innovation that embraces public and private and academic and applied, and all kinds of brokering mechanisms for moving ideas from a kind of a breakthrough state to a developed state to a commercial state and so forth and so on.
From rubber hoses to cell phones.
Well, exactly right, or timber trees to cell phones. And then you look at Singapore, which is 4.5 million people, about the size of Brooklyn, which runs a major airline and all this stuff. And New Zealand, who's got a kind of Hollywood West now, and whose last prime minister said she wanted New Zealand to be the best little country in the world. And so it's a layer cake. I mean, sure, California is, I'm actually struck by what you said about California, because if you look at what's going on in clean tech, for instance, and all the investment that's pouring into the Bay Area from big companies and, really 9-figure money, 10-figure money now. It's no small potatoes. You look at electric cars, you look at all of the things that are going on. It is about innovation capability applied to world-changing goals. You look at, but there have been enlightened policies that have enabled this to happen. So for instance, California has been a pioneer in terms of putting substantial money to work to create interdisciplinary centers of excellence. So this whole California Institutes program, where $100 million a whack is applied to, okay, here's physical sciences, here's biological sciences, $100 million to put them together. That's the seed money, right? Build a building, get going, right? And there are 3 of them at work at the present, with more to come. The issue of spreading the resources around nationally is also a very important issue. So venture capital is concentrated in a few places, right? There are a few hotspots. There are 300 million Americans. What we don't want to have is a situation where we have, 25 million elite people who are in innovation hotspots and a huge lumpen proletariat of 300 million people who can't get jobs because they were told that, they could get a career in real estate management or become a reality TV star, right? So hotspots are fine, but thinking about it at a national policy level and spreading the capabilities around is an important issue as well.